Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. And at this point, we are going to head on to, I'm really, really excited to bring Frances Thomas and Felicia Benkeshaw forward. They're going to share with us an update on the Voices survey. It is now launching, so this is really exciting. We've been at this for a while, and Frances, I am going to actually stop sharing so you can start sharing. We are going to put some information in the chat with the documents that Frances is going to and Felicia are going to be referring to. We will also send it in our follow-up information. So take it away, Frances and Felicia.
Perfect. Thanks everyone. We're going to be talking about the Voices survey today, so I'll hand it over to Felicia to start.
Thank you, everyone. We're so excited to finally launch the Adapted Voices Survey here in Waukesha County. Frances and I and the data and metrics team have been working on this survey since 2023, and we're so excited to launch it. So this is what we hope to cover today. We're going to talk about what the Voices Survey is, who and how people can participate, and how you, your local organization and agency can help us. So the Voices is a large study that is confidential, and it's focused on listening directly to the people who are using substances. We're gathering lived experience to understand substance use patterns, overdose experiences, harm reduction awareness, and access to treatment and recovery. The goal is simple: to use real voices to improve real services. So this survey was originally conducted with a partnership of Johns Hopkins, Vital Strategies, and the Pacific Institute of Research and Evaluation. It was launched in 3 states, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and Michigan. And Frances and I were introduced to this survey through Vital Strategies. We're super excited that we're going to be able to replicate it here. The survey was also, Johns Hopkins published it in JAMA. There was a total of 1,240 participants throughout all 3 of the states, and the link is available to read the paper in our presentation, and I think it's going to be dropped in the chat as well. So it was replicated in Milwaukee, was the city in our state, and they had 498 participants. This is one of the largest studies done in our state that utilized people with real life experience that were actively using substances. When this survey was conducted, the eligibility requirement was opioid and stimulant use, and that they had used a substance within the last 30 days. We've adapted our survey to extend the eligibility requirement. So we are looking for individuals who have actively used a substance, opioids or stimulants, within the last 30 days to the last year. We also added questions related to long-lasting injectable buprenorphine products such as Sublocade and Brixadi, and we added questions also about xylazine test strips. Otherwise, we've kept the integrity, reliability, and validity of the survey completely the same that Johns Hopkins has written it. So we also created a website with the help of our awesome friend, Lisa. So we launched the waukeshacounty.gov/voices website, and that link is also available live for anyone to check it out. It will cover a lot of the information that Frances and I discuss today and share with you.
Okay, so we wanted to go through kind of what the Voices survey was, how it came to be, and just sort of like lay the groundwork that it's legit survey, right? Like you can trust this. It came from a really trustworthy source, being the Johns Hopkins School of Public Health. So now I'm going to get into a little bit about who can participate and how our partner organizations can be involved. So in order to participate in this survey, an individual needs to be 18 years or older, have used cocaine, crack, methamphetamines, or opioids within the last year, and live or spend most of their time in Waukesha County. Just to reiterate, this survey is anonymous. So how does someone participate? This is a phone-based survey, and we're lucky enough to partner with a local nonprofit, Beyond Vision, to be our call bank, our call center bank for this survey. So if someone thinks that they meet the participation guidelines, they would call the Beyond Vision number anytime between now and January 31st, between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m., with the exception of a few holidays, and complete the survey. We're anticipating it will take about 30 minutes. There's a very slight chance that the phone line would be busy, and the message system will just record their number and call them back as soon as an operator is available. And by setting it up that way, we saved a lot of money. So we wanted to be, economically friendly with this survey and make sure we are using our resources appropriately. So it is open now. It's also available in English and Spanish. If someone successfully completes the survey, they will receive a $25 PEX Visa gift card, and that will be loaded within 72 hours of survey completion, most likely a little earlier, but we would rather under-promise than over-promise on our when the card will be loaded. So how can you be involved? So you could help us recruit by handing out potential participant packets, which I'll show. I have a video of in the next slide. You can help explain the survey to potential participants and stakeholders. You can hang up a flyer at an organization like the one you see in the slide. If you have, if you serve clients who might meet these participation guidelines and you want to like hang up and advertise, we can give you a version of this flyer that fits your organization best. And we're not going to take it to social media yet. We want to really partner with our local organizations first, but if we need a boost in survey respondents, we might move this to social media, and then we would really appreciate your help in sharing that message forward. So participants are going to receive what we call our potential participant packet or our participant guidebook. We have about half of them made so far, but it will actually come with the gift card in it. So it comes with an unloaded gift card. What this helps us do is make this survey completely anonymous because we don't need to collect any of your personal information to have this. So we will come if you want to help us get participants. We'll drop off some packets of paper like this to your organization and you can help us hand it out. It basically has everything about the survey in this packet, including who can take it, how it works, what number you call, and then the PECS information about how your card works as well on the back. So it's really all encompassing, and we're hoping really easy to give to partners to hand out to potential participants. So what will we do with the results? We are partnering with Marquette University to do the analysis and help us create a final report that will be created and shared with community partners. For example, this group would be a wonderful place to do that presentation, as well as our CHIP group and other community organizations. All of the data and analysis will be shared in an aggregate form, so no individual or personal information will be shared. It will all be de-identified. And we don't even collect HIPAA information to begin with. So the timeline, as Felicia mentioned earlier, we started this journey way back in the fall of 2023, where we learned about this survey. In 2024 and 2025, we developed the survey and secured funding and did contracts, a surprisingly difficult process. In November and December, we're working to recruit community partners. And then our survey will be open for 2 months in December and January. We're hoping to have the results published in May, which would then allow us to present our results in June of 2025. Of course, anything can happen, so this is our preferred and ideal timeline, but what we're looking at right now. Some questions we thought you might have. Can someone who doesn't live in Waukesha County participate? It's a yes and no. So yes, there is no formal geography requirement. We prefer that Waukesha County residents are the primary target. Broadly, the survey is advertised to people who live or spend most of their time in Waukesha County. So in the survey, we'll ask you for your zip code. If we start noticing most of the zip codes or a lot of them are not Waukesha County zip codes, we might change how we're advertising this. So we know that there is not some line that prevents people from getting treatment or being in Milwaukee County or Ozaki or Washington or Jefferson County versus Waukesha. So we understand that we don't want to just limit it to Waukesha County. We know that there's fluidity, but we want to make sure that the largest number of participants are from Waukesha County. And then can someone take the survey without a physical gift card? Yes. So our primary way to advertise is through these participant packets, which has a physical gift card. If someone loses that gift card, or they never had one to begin with, or you think someone would be perfect, but they're not going to come into your organization or our organization to get the gift card, there is a virtual gift card option, and the person would just tell the interviewer at the beginning of the survey. The surveyor will ask, like, do you have a physical gift card? The caveat with that is if you don't have a physical gift card, you will need to give that person some contact information because they need to basically be able to give that virtual gift card back to you. So on their end, they'll activate it through the PEC's website and then send it back to you. Your name would never be associated with your survey results, but it does give away a little bit of that anonymity that might encourage someone to take this survey. So, yes, they can take it. And if we go the social media route, like we're really needing people to participate, we might advertise the virtual gift cards more. But right now it's just sort of an option if you don't have a physical gift card. So, who's in? And at this time, we're willing to take any questions.
Thank you, guys. Awesome presentation. So questions for Felicia and Francis. Nicole Kelly dropped in the website. I apologize. I forgot to put that in that little chat. So she's got that up there. We'll send out the information. It's also in that Google Drive. So let's see. Angela says it's wonderful, Francis and Felicia. Any questions of clarifying questions for Francis and Felicia about the process?
Or anyone who's in and wants us to bring you packets. We can bring them ASAP. I have hundreds ready.
Drop it in the chat and you guys can do the coordination. All right.
Do y'all, I know that we talked about this a little bit on the informational meeting you had last week, but I'm getting like positive feedback just from like word of mouth with my boss right now. Would you be open to like maybe meeting with like me, my boss, and possibly the owner of Hope? I just want to make sure that I'm not leaving out any of the information that you guys have worked so hard to put together. And you do such a good presentation too. Like, I'm doing okay with selling it, but like I feel like you guys would just like take it up a level. So if you'd be open to that, I'd love to set up something with Hope.
Yes. Absolutely. Awesome. Can you just drop your email in the chat and I'll send you an email with some available times of me and Felicia and we can set something up?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Perfect. And Francis, Susie said you can drop some at WCS too.
Awesome.
All right. Then we will keep moving along here and just keep that chat going. That's wonderful. That's perfect.
And I sent Terry all of the information as well as like the participant guidebook and stuff. So she'll be able to forward that to the whole group. So you'll be able to see as well as our slides from today.
Yep, and it's in that Google folder
Oh,
that we just put out,
nice.
but I will follow it up with an email too, so it goes to the full task force. Francis,
Thank you.
Felicia, awesome. And as they mentioned, we're hoping in June to be able to have them present and us to kind of digest that data a little bit and talk about what does that mean for for the work we're doing? How does that change some of the strategies that we are working on? So thank you guys so much for that.